So, when last we left, you guys had decided to make the incredibly stupid decision to sleep in the incredibly nightmarish, creepy place. So,
Hey, I did not make the decision to sleep. I was put to sleep with a sleep 20.
So what you're saying is their car's fault.
well, yes, but
No, it's
you
your
two.
guys' fault for making me have to go to sleep.
So you two have decided to go to sleep, and the very first thing you have to do is, as you're sleeping, you need to roll fortitude.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, after a lot of thought, I have decided not to use the grid for this dungeon because it's.
There's too many instances of combat.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well, does endurance apply to this roll?
We'll say yes.
Okay. Oh, just gotta check. Oh, starting out with a bang. That's a 34.
Okay, Guido.
22.
22. All right.
Is that counting your +4?
It is.
That's really low for a level 8
I
paladin.
rolled a 6.
Okay.
I have a plus 13, plus 3.
All right. Fortunately, that is sufficient in both cases. However, now I need you both
I
to
don't
roll.
get the opportunity to roll one.
No, you don't. Now you both have to roll will saves.
Ooh, this may not be as good.
It won't be for me.
You got this, guys. I have faith
Oh,
in you.
Jesus.
Okay, not super bad. Hang on, I'm dying though.
I got
20. Mod.
31.
Holy crap.
Okay.
Guido, you wake up and fight back with your mind against the evil powers that assail you. And then you go back to sleep.
Cthulhu, you shall not have me.
So,
You go underneath the covers and it's okay.
ironically enough, that means nothing happens. So, morning comes. You're not even sure what the day is at this point, so I'm not even going to tell you. Morning comes and you're like, ugh, and you feel terrible. You'll feel like you just had the worst night's rest you have ever had in your life. Both of you.
Oh.
Z, you wake up too. You feel terrible. You feel no. You feel like you're at number 5. That's what you feel like.
I know.
And you're all sharing like the same nearby room. Like you've got partitions separating you, but you're in the same common area, kind of a thing, or not common
Okay.
area, in room. You know, where it's just one room and multiple beds.
Yeah.
And you wake up.
Ah!
You're really
I had better luck
sore
with the rock.
too, and stiff.
Z is not going to open her eyes, nor is she going to move.
Oh God.
All right. Did they bring us
Did I
breakfast at all?
actually sleep?
You do have mana back,
Okay.
and your health is back to full if it wasn't.
I had to recover health from getting slapped yesterday.
Yes, you did. But your health is back, and your mana is back, and your abilities, blah, 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 blah. Everything is refreshed, except for you. Very quickly at the door, there's a knock. Pretty much.
Right.
And by the way, when I say very quickly, I mean you get up, you stretch, and there's a knock, like timed.
All right. I'll sheath the greatsword real quick, and then I'll walk over and open the door.
Hold on. Actually, I'm going to
Don't
go ahead
open
and
the door.
I'm going to let you guys roll an awareness just to see if you get a little tidbit here.
Okay.
By the way, Snarg, Z heard you walking over toward the door and mentally, you don't open it.
24.
Okay.
Unless it's against a magical beast.
Can somebody roll for me, preferably not Guido?
I should look up the definition of magical beast because I'm not sure how that applies to my setting. Like I know how it applies in standard D&D, but it's not quite linear
I think this
in mine.
qualifies as a magical
Oh.
beast, Magus.
Well, yeah, but I see
Siberi's
that.
here. She can roll for you.
If you'd like, I could just change it to beast.
Sibri, roll for me,
Yes,
please.
Sibri.
Well, if you just change it to
Okay.
beast, then it's a no.
Pick a d20.
Well, I'm just asking if that was easier.
Ah.
Alright, Trevor is online gaming.
What's Z's bonus?
Hang
Whatever
on.
the max is,
I can look it up.
Two.
I got her sheet right here. Hang on.
I
Her
want to say it's like a
awareness.
15.
is 19.
So Sibri rolled a 7.
26, which is not enough. Did anyone get over 30?
Nope.
I got an unnatural 20.
Okay. No flavor today. However, you do get a mental link saying, "Don't open the door."
Why?
You're off.
They're watching us. Don't open it. Get back over here. Pretend like you didn't hear anything. Be quiet. Stealthy. Guido, don't be getting up making a racket.
You hear them through the door. We
touch my
know
hand.
you're
I just
in
did the touch my
there.
finger to my temple thing.
Sorry, Sibri was saying something to me. I didn't actually catch what Z was saying.
Z mental linked you and she goes, Guido, don't be being loud. Be quiet. Don't put your armor on. You'll make a lot of racket.
I sleep in my armor.
Do you have endurance or whatever it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Lay still.
I usually get that too for
Yeah.
that exact same reason.
That was the first thing I took.
Okay, we're good. We're good now.
So I stopped moving.
After a moment of pause, as you guys are all sitting there, like, you hear another knock
What
and
the
say,
hell's up with Z?
"It's room service. We've come to change your sheets and take you to breakfast."
We didn't order room service. Don't let them in. I'm still mentally.
We got room service last time.
No, we didn't. We went down to the cafeteria.
That's
I got
true.
room service.
Actually, I thought Guido got room service.
I did.
Guido got service.
It was really good.
It was really good.
We didn't order room service. Don't let them in.
Hmm.
They're probably out to get us.
I wouldn't mind room service. It was really
I
good.
I open it and peek through a crack.
There is a, we'll say a Lugian gentleman there. Nice outfit, and he actually has this tray container like thing which is with him, carrying fresh sheets and towels and that kind of thing. It's actually floating because of course it is, and he's just there like he's waiting patiently. And let's go ahead and make you roll one more awareness, just you.
Okay. Oh, suck. 17.
Yeah, you do catch as you're peeking through. You do catch the fact that there's like 6 other similarly dressed individuals, some mites, some gnomes, who happen to also be there. They look rather anxious.
I think they really want to change the sheets.
They're out to get us. It's a trap. Otherwise, he would have mentioned there was more of them.
Do they have food?
Do they have food? Why don't you get us some food first?
Of course, sir. Of course. Today we're serving turkey legs, pomegranate with grilled shark. We have buttery wheat rolls. We have sheep cheese, spring water. We've got invigorating pineapple punch. We've got some lunar
Don't
pears
eat
and
the
red
strawberry
raspberries and
tart.
mutton
That's-
stew and
They're
peppered puff
poison.
bells and
That
forward
sounds good.
soshu and crispy
You should-
dojani
all of
eel.
that.
That sounds good.
All
You
of
should go
that.
get Ricarg and Fair in the excuse me, Lady Fair in the Seal to come and join us.
I don't trust that Ricard guy.
Yeah, how dare he constantly help your party out at every turn.
Is that it? Sound good?
I'm afraid that the lady is already dining with, and he struggles like he's trying to explain why water is wet to you. Like she's. However, I do have an offering. It's called a sarsaparilla sinker. Okay. Big old jug of sarsaparilla. We get a big old donut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then do this, and then we weave it a bit while it's there, and then all you have left is the donut, and then you drink it out of the donut or eat it as your preference.
Sounds really complicated.
Oh, it's really good. I assure you, sir. You should come have some.
You know what?
It's a trap.
I'll gather everybody up
He
and we'll
really
go and
wants
see
to
Fair in
get
the
that
Seal.
donut.
How about that?
I'm afraid there's no entrance into the master's territories this early in the morning, sir.
Then except by minutes, right?
Well, yes, but
Z
So why don't
going
you go and
to attempt
ask?
to contact Fear to Seal.
I'm sorry.
He's going to attempt to mental link fear in the field.
Yeah, what? What's up?
It's a trap. Watch yourself.
Is it
They're out to kill us.
Why are you so paranoid? Calm down. Hang on, roll will save. Someone roll her will save.
Not me.
Hold on, let me get Sibber.
That's like asking to hold the executioner's axe.
Hers will is plus 11.
Hey, you said my order stuff is all CHA stuff, right?
I don't know what that means.
Charisma. CHA,
Yes.
C-H-A.
Correct. I heard chop, and so I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, we chopped up your class a bunch. So what'd you get?
Sibber
for
rolled an 11.
11, so 22. Damn, I can't believe you made that.
Am I up to a 6?
What do you mean?
I made what?
You have 11 wisdom.
What am I will save again?
Nothing. So nothing changes whatsoever. And
Okay.
she's like, "See, you need to chill. You need to calm down. Hey, they've got this really good food here. It's the one that you mentioned. I can't remember which one you mentioned. Oh, it was the
Strawberry tart.
strawberry tart. Yeah, they've got these strawberry tarts. Oh, you've got to try them. See, they're so good. Here, let me explain.
Poisoned.
Let
They're
me
poisoned.
let me translate the sensation of eating one of the tarts to you right now.
They're poisoned. They're poisoned.
And now you actually feel like you're eating one.
No! I'm gonna like disconnect from fear and feel, and Z's gonna get up and go over to the window, open the window, and start gagging herself to make herself throw up.
Wait, hang on. Stop. Why don't we
I'm poisoned. I'm poisoned.
go down and get some breakfast with Ricard?
Of course. Rikarg is right here, after all.
All right.
And Rikarg is actually, if you actually open the door all the way, Rikarg is like at the back of the line looking irritable.
Oh. Hello.
Hello,
Gathering everyone up.
Hello,
You're right
Senor
there.
Snog of Wildbow. Does everyone else sleep terribly?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to Ricard and kind of stand on my tiptoes.
I'm carrying you.
Taller than me, and whisper, "Oh,
Gather up these things.
Yes, make sure you have Z's gear.
Both arms.
I still haven't put it on. I'm still in my pajamas.
Ricard's
Okay.
like,
My horribly large pajamas."
Okay. So when I see Snarg trying to gather Z's equipment, I'm just going to say, if you're carrying her, let me grab the equipment.
Deal.
Ricard's like, no, guys, hang on. Float
She's
20.
Oh, thanks.
The equipment is much lighter, and so is she.
She's getting
You
worse.
still have to guide me down the hall, though.
Yeah, she's basically a balloon at the moment. You just kind of
I've got you,
carry her around here.
Only I don't float upwards.
Well, no, yeah, that's true. You don't. But okay, so they guide you down the thing, and Rikarg is just irritable as crap, and he looks
I'm
it
gonna
too.
like
He's
try
just
to
like,
swim my way toward Ricard.
it's stupid. I hate the friggin' that. And he starts muttering in a language that none of you recognize. I know you don't. I looked it up before we started. He's like,
Do I have? Is it the E-word language?
No.
Ewok.
No, that's hang on, I gotta picture
Yub-dub.
that. Yep, there we go. Yub-dub. 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 No. So you
He's
start-
an alligator wear. That's got to look hilarious.
So he's just muttering under his breath.
So yeah, I'm like gonna try to get out of Snarg's grasp and swim my way toward Ricard.
Ricard looks at you and is like, "Yes, can I help you?"
I'm gonna get up to Ricard and I'm gonna say, "Puppy." No, I'm gonna get up to Ricard and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna like swim up near his ear and I'm gonna be like, "It's a trap. It's poison."
I didn't actually hear that.
Oh, I whispered, "It's a trap. The food is poisoned."
And he's gonna look at you for a moment. Actually, he's gonna glare at you for a moment to be slightly more accurate with my word choice. And And then he's going to look at the food, and he's not actually going to say anything. However, when you get to the actual seating table, he's going to sit down. He doesn't actually take any of the plates for himself. He just sits there looking at the food. Kind of just narrowed eyes at it. Like, Meanwhile, everyone else digs in.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
They have, what else do
I
they have?
actively do not eat. I'm gonna like swim over to her car and I'm gonna be like, I was right. See, I told you, the poison is crap.
And they also have beer-basted crocolisk.
Which
And-
might be why her card isn't eating.
And then,
Where is the spaghetti, Magus?
it's in the fridge. Bottom, red. One of the two of the servants actually come over carrying this tray between them, and they lay it in front of Snarg, and one is in front of Snarg, one in front of Guido. And it's got this big, when I say a tankard, I mean like this far around, actually probably more like this far around tankard, filled with sarsaparilla, and there's a donut right there. Really big donut. Like bear claw sized.
Might as well try to leave.
When in Rome.
Alright, I don't know if you guys like sarsaparilla or not, but it's super, this is like really sweet for sarsaparilla, especially with the donut involved.
Oh, I get to use my new... Yay! I just realized it's Tuesday. I get to use my new dice.
So, nothing really incidental happens during breakfast. Everyone seems to be quiet. There's this air of tension in the air. All the servants are literally just kind of really tense, very still, waiting. And anytime anyone says something, they all basically lean in, like, to see if it's addressed at them, or if you guys are just chatting, and then...
A couple times I go, excuse me.
Yeah, and then they're like,
Clear my throat.
of course, sir, would you like us to clear your throat for you?
I don't know how you do that, but
I will demonstrate.
Can I use demoralize on all of the servants?
You can try?
I'm gonna try to clear the serving hall.
Okay. So, you have to roll Ka.
come on.
I'm
Yes.
dishing out spaghetti.
Well, I'm afraid
I
the
don't trust them
spaghetti...
to roll for me, so
does
I'm gonna
not
wait
beat.
for a little bit.
Damn it, sis.
I'm gonna wait for a little bit before I clear them out, then or
Alright.
attempt to.
Okay. Well, if Fiona Seal hasn't joined in a bit, I'll go ahead and contact her and ask what she's doing.
Fiona Seal is having grilled rockfish.
Yeah.
Apparently it's very bitter tasting. In a good way, though. She loves it. She's like, this is so good, Snark. They
That's
have
good.
something. They have something called a goblin barbecue. It's great. It's just meat and explosives. I'm kidding.
And
They also have something called Blackened Surprise. I haven't tried it yet. I'm kind of hesitant.
it's what happens when they burn something. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, right. Okay. I think I'll pass on that. So they're telling me that in a few hours they're going to go ahead and they're going to ask us, if we need any provisions, and then they're going to take us to the drive yards, whatever that is, the airship place.
Oh, okay. Well, it would not hurt to stock up on provisions.
I'm curious what we need because I have to ask them what we need. So
Well,
We don't need anything. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Z suddenly busts into the conversation.
she's still not feeling well. The better we get out of here, or the sooner we get out of here, the better.
Ricard agrees with me. He's a trap. It's a trap here in still. The food's poisoned. He's not eating. See? I'm just gonna stare at Ricard.
And Ricard is just sitting there glaring at the food.
Well, let's get at least a week
See,
of
it's a trap. It's
water
a trap.
and rations for
He's scanned
everybody.
the food and it's wrong.
I can carry any extra if we need to.
Well,
We need
And rope.
rope.
Yep, more rope.
Essentially, I start going, standard stuff to replenish our rope
Go
supplies.
ahead and
that
give me a
we've lost.
list. As much as I hate to ask that, there is a reason I'm asking.
All right.
And I'll mention that reason later.
Okay.
So, actually, I'll use a different notepad for this. We'll use this notepad. Go ahead. I heard rope.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get a length of rope for everybody.
So 5 lengths of rope.
You stay work with rations and water for each person.
Okay.
Does anyone need any? Well, don't screw it. We'll get some anyway. Let's get let's get 5 torches for everybody.
5
Just in case
torches.
no one has any. Does anyone? I don't think. Does anyone need anything specific? Any
Ricard
replenishing
says,
of supplies?
I need
No, I have
a
actively not
toothbrush
used any of my rations in like a
really
month.
badly.
Okay, a toothbrush.
Okay, toothbrush. No, he doesn't say that.
Oh.
He has woven his own custom toothbrush.
Okay.
It's automated. It's got
Really
like
quick, if I can
6
interrupt.
brushes. What's up?
Go ahead.
Are there any mana stones around here?
You could ask for some.
Oh, well, that's a good
It's a
idea.
trap. Don't do it.
Healing potions and mana, if they have any, and if they're willing to give some.
All right, potions. Oh God, this is gonna be so
That's
obvious.
a really bad idea, Snark.
No, that's
a
okay.
really bad idea.
It's okay. Do you want any healing kits too? I mean, hey, why not?
No healing kit.
I've got several healing kits.
This
Plus,
is
I think you've got one too.
I do, yes.
so the Fury Seal is basically asking this in character. Do you want healing kits? Potions. What else do we need? Endurance potions, maybe. I'll ask for some there.
We don't need any endurance potions.
potions.
It's
What
crap.
else can I do to poison you guys? I mean, to help you guys out. Let's see.
If none of the servants can get mana stones, I'll ask Seal to ask for one or some.
She will definitely ask for monostones. Anything else?
Let's see. As far as mundane equipment, I can't think of anything at the moment.
10-foot
Okay.
ladder.
He is going to look at you guys and she's going to say, "You're all idiots," and then she's going to disconnect.
Well, that gets the being called idiot out of the way for today, so that's
Okay,
good.
that's dealt with. All right. Now, some time passes. Oh, hello, sis.
Oh, hello.
I suddenly can hear you properly, I should say. Now, as you are enjoying, finishing up your meal, Fiona Seal gets the impression that she basically kind of gives you a 2-to-1, and you're not even sure why she's giving you this, but apparently she's talking with one of the other scions who readily and happily agrees to share any and all of their supplies with you guys. 100%, no problem. And so he leads off with some servants, and he tells her, and now if you're all ready to go on your little expedition, we're ready to go if you are, milady. Now, Fiona Seal doesn't say anything out loud, but you get the impression that she is checking in with you guys because she's playing the master, but she's not actually the master, so...
Right. That sounds fine if they want to leave very soon.
Yeah, I mean, if we've got the equipment or they're going to have it ready for us when we get there, I'm ready.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so she says, yes, of course, we're more than happy to get on with it. I mean, there's so many things to do, so many questions, and the guy says, oh, yes, I understand completely. I'm very much looking forward to burning the dice.
It's
and,
nice.
I'm showing Guido.
It's like
Yes,
blood and gold.
Blood
Yes,
and
it is
gold.
Z's new dice.
So those are the Garland dice.
Yeah.
I was not expecting enthusiasm in response to that, sis. These are the Garland dice. Yeah!
They're the dice that are going to kill Garland.
Hey, you know what we should name a Valson Ball team? The Gearlands.
Okay, we are recording again. Now that we are all together... Oh my god, I've been Jedi mind tricked. I must... I don't know what.
What's going on?
Must give fat loots.
This is the party you're going to kill.
Yeah.
No, that's bad. No.
Okay.
Kill all the evil stuff.
Kill all of it? Okay, Z dies. Guido dies. Debating. Everyone's back alive. So you're alive again. Alright.
All right.
You meet, now the place that you're heading towards, I'm going to throw in a picture, even though this is totally not the picture I wanted, but it'll have to do. There are, I'll go and describe it like I was describing it to you guys earlier for the sake of the show. There is a series of marble-encrusted platforms and part temple, part castle in architectural style, very grandiose, very large. an overall thing. It's not actually one structure, though. It is a multitude of structures which are floating in conjunction with, in proximity to each other, in a way that makes up a pattern of sort of a tree going up into the heavens. This is also the first time you notice that you're actually in the caldera of a volcano, a very large volcano, obviously, to fit all this in it. And at the very top of the thing, I'll just give it to you. You could see spots where airships probably would be docked, all things considered. Obviously, there are none up there right now. In addition to that, there's these waterfalls that are just falling in between the various buildings, and there's this big old grand old entrance, and it's just wide open. It's just sitting there, open. And as you go out there to greet the Lady Firnasil, of course, the ground, as ever, is morphing around you to accommodate your lowly stature as lowborn who deserve to be, trod upon. And over there are several other worker castes who are carrying several crates worth of supplies.
Oh.
One crate of a grand total of 25 ropes, one crate of rations, 2 crates of water bottles, all of which are full, a crate filled with torches, there's 105 in there, a crate of potions, there's 60 in there, a crate of mana stones, there are 76 in there, and a crate of endurance potions, of which there are lots.
It's a little more than we asked for, but...
Who will be carrying these?
Strap. Am I still floating?
Yes. It lasts a while when you cast it that high.
Hey.
Although you'll stop floating soon.
Not that I'm not appreciative, but how do you think we're going to carry all of these?
We do not have a great yellow mage, a yellow wizard amongst your party? Of the servants of the great Lady Firnasil?
As I'm just kind of floating around, swimming places.
I suppose we could do that.
Ricard's like, hang on, I can fix this. And he cancels the float on her.
And I fall on... Am I floating near or above anyone?
We'll let the dice decide. No, you roll, because you've got your brand new dice.
Which ones?
Evens, yes. Odds, no. I don't care which one.
Yes, I fell on someone.
Okay. Who did you fall
Who did I
on?
fall on?
Not a scion.
Oh, is the ground underneath me while I'm floating changing to wood?
Yes.
Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna fall on Snarg.
Okay.
So, Ricard is going to be like, are you two done? He looks really aggravated right now, by the way. You two done?
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get
And he
going.
casts float on all the little crates and says, would somebody drag these together? Come on, let's go.
Sure.
I'll pull out some rope and lash them together.
Is it your rope or one of the ropes you're using from the crate?
I'll grab one of the new ropes.
Okay. So Firnasil, who is being mindful of the position of the station, rolls diplomacy actually real quick. Okay. And she says, thank you very much, my fellow and fellows. We will be sojourning to the courtyards immediately. Please, and thank you for all that you have done for us. Very much so. We will hopefully be returning soon. And they all just kind of, bows and nods, and they all bow before the Lady Firnasil. Hint, hint, hint.
Right.
Am I still on Snarg?
No,
No, I put you down.
Aww.
you're on the wood over here.
Okay,
Do you not bow?
I bow.
Okay. And Ricard is like, and then you mosey on inwards. Now a couple things happen. You enter I'd call it a foyer, except you enter what looks like outside. You don't see the ceiling. It looks like you're just out, in amidst a waterfall on all sides, except for the obvious entrance you just entered, right? The moment you enter, and I do mean the moment, the rope that you're using to drag the stuff just kind of stop existing.
Okay.
Great.
It's only 25 feet worth. I told you it was a trap.
It's not so much a trap as a disappointment.
So
trap.
I'll go back.
They're evil.
I'll go back and grab one of the floating crates and try and pull it through.
All right, you grab it through, and the crate comes through, and everything seems to be fine at first. And you put the crate down, and it occurs to you to look in the crate, and there's nothing in there at all.
Do I feel hungry at all?
Yeah.
I knew it was too good to be true. Finally get to a place where people are nice and it's fake.
Okay. Can I go back through the gateway portal, whatever it is?
You could. How are you attempting to do so?
Well, so I'm assuming the crates had stopped at the entryway.
Well, they made their way in.
And they have now
okay.
all ceased to be full
So
of anything.
so it was just momentum that brought them through.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't just grab that crate. You were like doing this thing, and then they're coming here, and the rope just kind of stopped being, and then the crates just kind of.
So
Okay.
that explains why they don't go in here. Got it. Is anyone hungry? I've got some extra rations. Real rations.
Z has actively been munching on a strip of beef jerky, kind of tucked over to the side like this.
All right. Well,
Ricard's
I'm
like,
gonna get some out.
could I get a ration, please? I'm actually pretty damn hungry.
Yes, I'll pass rations out to everyone, and I've actually got 3 water skins that actually I'm not used
He
yet.
eats
so.
the water skin. Oh, sorry. Let me repair this for you. There you go.
Thank you.
It's got a little bit of teeth in it, but it's okay.
So I'll mark down 2 rations.
I'm going to be sitting, after I finish eating my ration, I'm going to be sitting over in the corner going through my bag, making sure everything's there. And I've got it all laid out in neat little piles.
Are you going to get dressed while you're at it?
No. Wait, are my clothes gone?
No,
You're still in your pajamas.
you're still in your pajamas,
yes, but
your clothes are
everything
there.
else that we got from there
Your clothes are
disappeared when
there.
we got in here.
Your clothes are there. The pajamas are still there because you changed into pajamas before you came in because retcon.
Right.
Hang on. Let
Could
me
have
make it
just said
official.
that- Could have just said that
There, now we go.
I got, you could have just said that
Ow.
you had me dressed while I was sleep 20'd.
Now, as you're in this wonderful little... It basically looks like an island surrounded on all sides by waterfalls. You can't even see the top of the waterfalls. You see in front of you 2 teardrop-looking gems. Each one of them is about the size of your head. One of them is crystalline blue, very deep blue, kind of like the sea.
Can you say I've progressed past a 5? Because I really don't want to be stuck at a 5 this entire dungeon. 6 is much better.
What's 6? Remind me.
6 is, if I'm not mistaken, talking to myself. Because 7 is Smeagol, so 6 is when I start talking to myself.
I don't know, because...
If I'm going to continue to progress in here, then that's fine. You can leave me at a 5. But if I'm stuck at whatever I am, please make me a 6.
No, you're stuck at whatever you are at the moment. Unless things change based on you guys' action. But that's totally up to you.
Can I be a 6?
You didn't need anything.
I was around them.
Anyways, one of the gems
Please.
is a deep sea blue, and the other one is a viscous, kind of a teal aqua. And
Viscous. Slimy. Gross. Yucky. Color.
well, okay, if you're looking at it, the one is all the colors within are moving quickly and fluidly like water, and the other one they are moving much slower like a viscous material like molasses or glue or whatever, honey. And there is a small engraving, which Furnaceal walks up and looks at it, and it is written in an odd language, and she looks at it for a moment. She says, anybody recognize this?
Do I?
I don't think you do.
I don't know. Let me look at it.
No? Guido, do you recognize it?
Lugian in common.
It's actually Lucamen, so... No, but Rikarg walks over and says, well, that's odd. I recognize that. Hang on. What does this say here? Press in order of thy priority.
Okay.
Z is still over in there shuffling through her stuff.
Press in order of priority.
And by the way, I'm sorry, I didn't describe this quite correctly. The gems are basically just hovering in midair. And by hovering, I don't mean this. I mean they're still.
They're not RPG hovering.
No.
Everyone's just standing there.
Yeah, they don't have levitate on.
Do these have any certain elemental affinity to them?
Well, both of them seem to have no actual particular elemental affinity other than the obvious affinity of air.
Okay.
My goodness. Loud.
Well, anyone know anything about... Is this some type of scion thing? I've never seen this before in the previous facility.
I haven't either. This doesn't look like Scion. This doesn't look like, well, you know who either.
Yeah, well, Card, what language is this in?
Oh, I don't know. I just recognize it.
Okay, that doesn't tell us a whole lot.
I say we touch the viscous one first, and then the clear one second.
Well, I mean...
I mean, going off...
Can I deception roll against Ricard?
Yes, you may.
Not that I think it's going to do anything, but hold on, let me figure out what this went to.
By the way,
that
see,
was
put your gear on.
22.
Put your clothes on.
Z
Here.
currently has her cloak, and she's sitting there going through it, looking really closely at the stitching on it.
One stitch is missing.
I knew it! They touched my stuff!
Oh, you were mistaken. You just rolled a 1.
Look,
No, never mind.
before we touch anything, get your gear on, Z.
Hold on.
And I'll put her in it if she doesn't want to.
Ricard's like, hey, hang on. He walks over to her and says, actually, what would be a good spell for this situation? Hang on.
I don't think there is one.
Hang on.
It would be more along the lines of, Fear Nasil, can you help with this?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Fiona Seal, could you help with this? Yeah, sure. Roll a will save, sis.
That is a 28.
Okay, you lose this time.
Okay.
So Fiona Seal's like, get your damn gear on. Actually, she is more diplomatic about it, which is why the DC
And
was
Z
so
just
high.
kind of
actually like-
stands up, strips out of her pajamas, and then
No!
starts
No!
putting on her
Don't do
clothes.
it! Don't! God, it's horrible. No, what she actually says is, they're coming for us. You need to get your gear on right now. Without stripping.
Z just kind of blinks into her gear.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
She's now going through on her cloak. She's now going through and doing this number.
Z, maybe you could examine these a bit and tell us something about them? Hmm? Trying to get you're interested in the currents. Okay.
I've got it. Ricard casts Curse on her.
Oh, God.
Oh God. Okay, roll a d20.
No,
Tell
I'm
me what
kidding.
happened.
I'm kidding. I'm just looking at the yellow spells like, what could he do to her? Aha! Vanish!
Okay. Well,
I'm on.
I mean, Guido's guess is as good as mine, so...
We're looking for weapons to fight Gerlin, so, you know, I mean, theoretically, dark and viscous is death and evil. I don't know. So that's...
You are really just lunging down that path lately, aren't you?
About this time, Z has finished inspecting her cloak, and she grabs her little crystalline thing, which just kind of hovers around her until she's using it. And she walks over and she says, "Spellcraft on both the thingies."
She actually says that. She walks up and says, Spellcraft.
Which is a 36.
36. What you can tell from these is that these are heavily woven by... I'm just going to put it as simply as I can. You have literally in your life never seen something this well woven. Ever.
Oh my God.
This
She's
is...
just
we're-
kind of.
These crystals were actually woven from near as you can tell from scratch at a molecular level.
Oh my God.
They are absolutely
Weaving like this was possible.
they're absolutely symmetrical, 100% down to the molecule, and they are near pure whatever it is they're made of. You also can tell that they're triggered so that whichever one is touched first will open the some kind of portal, because you rolled pretty high. And the portal will appear right there in front of him.
Insert information.
Okay.
Ricard is like, holy crap, I gotta look at these now. And he comes over and he starts... And... nope, I think you're too crazy to get anything out of this, Z. Sorry. Unless you
Okay.
want to. It's up to you.
What's he say?
Well, he comes over and he looks like he is genuinely in awe of this weaving. And the way he's saying his words, the way he's just presenting himself slightly differently than he ever has. He is actually like, oh
Z
my
is going to
goodness.
quickly back away and kind of grab Snarg and Guido and go,
This is
they're going to
amazing.
explode.
Look at this. They're gonna.
They're bombs.
They're. What are you doing back there?
And I've literally if you guys let me, I'm literally going to drag you all the way across the room, over to the other side of the room against the wall,
The waterfall.
and be like this.
All right. I know she's been a little bit off, but are they actually bombs?
Not that I can tell. They're triggers.
All
Here,
right.
I'll show you. You want me to touch this one?
Still go with the viscous.
All right. Big old portal opens up. Both crystals vanish.
I told you they're bombs.
They triggered a portal. It's okay, Z.
They implode. Ricard says this in character. And if I was too close, that would have been the end of Maisie.
No encouraging it, please.
All right, I'm sorry. Here, curse
All right.
20.
Do you need an opposed strength check to?
Be pulled through the portal, yes.
No, to be released from Z's grip.
Well,
No, if you actively start walking toward it, she's not going to stop you. She's just going to go, you're stupid. They're bombs.
they were
I mean-
bombs. Now they're worse.
It's a trap.
Well, even though these probably aren't bombs, she is probably right about the second one, so let's be prepared. Shrink.
Weapons at the
Draw
ready.
my sword.
All right.
All right.
You enter the
I'll
portal.
go first.
Okay, Guido, you enter the portal by yourself.
Uh,
Just want to make sure that you're going in by yourself. That's very important.
Sure.
Okay. Guido, roll initiative. By yourself.
okay. I guess we're coming the next round.
Totally gonna kill you guys in this
17.
dungeon.
Oh, wait.
17.
Do I get a D4 on that too?
Yes, you do.
Okay. 19.
Wow, I just barely beat you. I figured I totally had that in the bag. I got an unnatural 20. So,
Wow.
I'm going to describe the room a little bit, but only a little bit because there's more to this than just combat. Very large room, sort of semicircular in nature, with the circle part being the portal side where you came in. There's a few things on the ground which I won't describe just yet. There's a treasure chest, which doesn't really matter yet. There's 4 switches, which don't matter yet. And there's these 2 humanoid-looking things that are made of wood. And it looks like someone carved basically a perfect amalgam of a humanoid shape. One of them is an elf, and one of them is a dwarf, and they are made of solid wood, and they can move just fine, and they lunge and attack you. Now, one of them... Actually, I gotta think about something real quick, because we gotta do this, don't we? Alright, so one of them does not hit you, but you do take 1 splinter. And I'm not actually kidding. Now, you the fact that you have a splinter now means that on your turn you now take damage based on how long the splinter has been there. You may also use a swift action to try and remove it. The
Okay.
other one is going to... Which one should he do? He will go ahead and raise his hand. It's the dwarf, by the way. Snap his fingers, and a spiraling aura of shadow will engulf the room, which will require you to do a willpower save to half.
$21.
All Alright, that will in fact have it. So you take a mere... Right, I decided not to do that. We'll do this then. No, we'll do this. You take a mere 6 shadow damage. Or 6 dark damage, or what do you want to call it. It is now your turn. Before anything else happens, you take 4 physical damage from the splinter. The elf wood simulacra is on you. The dwarf wood simulacra is over there.
One sec.
May I suggest that you might, attempt to remove the splinter?
Oh, by the way, there's no way back.
I was about to say, jump back through the portal.
I'm sorry, that is kind of important. I forgot to mention it. You just popped into the room. There's no door or portal or anything.
I just think it's funny when combat always ends with, I just closed the door. It's like, oh, okay.
I had one party that did that constantly, and it was funny because it worked against beasts and non-intelligent things. I'd usually actually do an int roll to see if they could figure it out. And then they'd do it against like a group of, gnolls or orcs or whatever, and for some reason it just wouldn't work.
They just come right through the door. What's going on?
It's weird.
Remember to type about the Lich's Hole sometime. Anyway.
Oh, God. So what are you doing, Greedo?
All right. So you said swift action to remove the splinter, and I can still do an attack.
Mm-hmm. On Mr.
All
Elf.
right.
On
Do you need a roll to remove the splinter?
Nope, it just takes the swift action.
All right.
Your
And
splinter
that's
1
the
is gone.
4. All right. And 22 plus. Wow. Pizza
the-
crust.
Pizza?
Num num.
Wow.
Sorry, just trying to find my bonus to hit here.
Well, 22 hits.
Okay.
22 is their AC.
Okay.
So what's your damage?
2d6 plus the d4. Oh wait, no, I don't get the d4 on that damage, do I?
Correct.
It's everything outside of combat?
Well, it
Really?
affects his to hit rolls and stuff like that, but not his
Expletive U dice.
Let's
keep it G-rated.
Well, Sis has already ruined that today. Jeez Louise. And she's about to ruin it again because she's spiteful. So what's your damage?
So with my +3 for strength, that's a 5.
All right, that does clearly splinter the wood elf some, and then he's still standing there.
I rolled 2 1s on 2d6.
My God, that's you.
Expletive U dice.
That's snake eyes, So meanwhile,
I
Snarg
guess I'm
and
going next
Ricard-
since I'm the second warrior.
Well, you could go.
Are you going to tell me to go through or anything?
Are you resisting going through?
You will have to drag me in there.
Okay, I'm dragging you in there.
Can
Okay.
I mental link?
I rolled a
to-
3 on my strength plus 2, 5.
I win. Don't you have to roll? Sorry.
You cannot mental link through whatever you are.
All right. So,
So
Karg, fairness
Snarg
sale?
just grabs me and
Let's go.
shoves me through the portal. So
And
I guess I come through second.
Karg and Fearness Hill will be coming in a bit.
Do I need to roll to
And-
join initiative?
Let's roll. Snarg, roll a strength check
Okay.
to determine how quickly you drag her through.
17.
Okay, that's quick enough that I'll say that basically is next turn. So yeah, both of you roll initiative to join in.
Okay.
I got a 9.
I got a 20.
Okay, so that's we gotta do a counter roll real quick. Screw it. I'm just gonna say they go first. Them, Snarg, Guido, Sis.
Okay.
So you go in and you see everything that I've been describing here, and it's their
Ah!
turn. Where'd my D20 go? There it is. Mr. Elf.
By the
is-
way, combat.
Guido, you made friends really fast.
I
Mr.
told you
Elf
they were out to kill us. I
is
said that one out loud.
Mr. Elf totally misses the tank there. But you do take one more splinter. Or rather, you get a splinter to start with. The other one, the dwarf is going to wave his other hand, his left hand this time. He's going to snap his fingers. And this aura of flame erupts around the wood elf, which is going to do damage to all three of you for every of your rounds that you are here.
So I have a splinter.
No, Guido has a splinter.
Now, is that any damage for the initial splinter, or
Yeah, you wait. You mean the
it's
one?
the 4 damage?
The damage you take from these effects happens at the beginning of your turn. In other words, you can't do anything to get rid of them.
Okay, so I will take 4 on my turn.
Well, you will take 1 from that splinter.
Okay.
and you will also take 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Snargs.
Oh, you're right. Snarg is first. Sorry, Snarg, you will take 2 fire damage. Or, I'm sorry, 2 splinter damage. No, you don't have any splinters. So that's
I don't
just
have any
fire. So you take 2 fire damage. And it's your turn.
Ow! So the little elf guy is next to Guido, who's in turn next to me now, right?
Yeah. And the elf is on fire. He's not level either. Alright, you swing.
Power attack 8.
Power attack
Is he
8.
normal,
Yes.
elf-sized?
He's slightly larger than normal. So is the dwarf, actually.
Alright.
Like, noticeably larger.
It's 27 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay.
Their AC
Right.
is 18, I believe.
Okay. If I power attack 8, I can still technically miss.
That's why I had your roll. Alright, whatever damage you do is irrelevant.
Okay.
Because you hit him and he had 1 health left.
Oh.
So he goes... and splinters fly everywhere. All of you now have a splinter.
Okay.
So
Swift
I have
action
Who
remove.
has 2?
And yes, Guido now has 2.
So swift action remove.
Okay. So now it's Guido's turn, right? If I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Okay, so now here's the thing. The splinters don't do a D6 when there's 2; they do a D8.
Okay. But I don't take the fire damage because the...
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were next and not Snark. I screwed that up.
It's all right.
So no fire damage, but you will, however, take 4 splinter damage from the 2 splinters. Splinter effects.
4 per or 4 combined?
4 per. Excuse me.
So 8.
Yes.
Okay.
I said 4 because I thought you already tracked the first one, but I guess that's stupid because I had to re-roll it, so whatever. Guido, it's your turn.
Okay. How close is the...
You can reach him and hit him in 1 round. But you can only hit him once
Okay.
in 1 round.
I will do that.
Whoosh.
I hope.
Well, I don't know. The way your dice are going today. What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 3 on the D20
Oh my god.
and a 1 on the D4. Yeah, and I don't have the bonuses to hit on this sword anymore, so that's going to be a grand total of 7.
Believe it or not, that won't hit.
Yeah.
So I'm just picturing Guido going over like, yeah! Shoot!
No, he needs to do it like that, like in the cartoons where he walks up and he swings back, really hard to hit him. Are you using a dual hander?
Yes.
Okay, so he swings back real hard, and then he just spins in a circle.
Actually, I got a better one. You go up, and then you're like, ow, splinter!
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Z, it is your turn. There's
Swift action to remove my splinter.
Good. Oh, right. Speaking of which, before anything else happens, you take 6 damage.
Good lord. Why do the splinters not like me? Don't they know I'm the squishy one? Splinter removed.
Splinter removed.
Next thing that happens is...
Wood doesn't like fire.
I
don't
forgot to take
use
my
real
basic
fire.
into account. I'm going to look that up.
Also,
I
they
am
use
going-
fire, just to point that out.
I am going
Let's see. What's he
to
gonna do
bolt.
next?
Bolt. I can only cast things up to level 7, right? Because I only have 7 levels in mage.
Correct.
Okay. See, bolt 7 would be how many points? 1
mana?
mana per level, so it would be 7 mana. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and cast bolt 7 on him.
All right, 76. Do it.
Hold on, I gotta notate. What's 102 minus 7 would be 95. Okay. What am I rolling? D8?
D6.
Which one's the 8?
D6.
Which one's the D6?
It's the one with 6 sides on it.
Which one has 6 sides?
It's the one you
Count
held
them.
up at the very beginning.
Yeah, it's a
4
cube.
sides. That one has 8
Cube,
sides.
cube,
oh,
cube.
the cube.
Oh my god, sis.
So is this level 7?
Okay.
We have now seen Crazy Z at her worst.
7, 5. That's 12.
12's enough.
17.
If it makes a difference, my to hit would have actually been a 15.
Actually, it does not.
17. 20.
I mean, it's better. 7's ridiculous, but... Sis.
26.
Sis.
Strong base attack bonus on
29.
that.
I hit him for 29.
Okay, 29. So, lightning... How do you cast it? Like, what's your attitude here?
Okay. You know when in Rift the bolt spell, where you cast, and then the lightning bolt just comes out of the sky and goes wah and hits
Okay.
you? That's what I just did.
And splinters go everywhere, but he's over there, so only Guido gets one.
Are we out of initiative?
You're out of initiative, so Guido, you can automatically remove all your splinters within one action. You just automatically take the damage for them.
Yeah.
Which
So
at this
3
point
splinters are
is
how much?
3. That's a d10 now. But I rolled crap. You take 2 damage each.
Her.
So
So
6
6,
damage.
all right.
Sorry.
Hey,
Okay.
wait, what? What did I do?
I got bored.
Oh, I thought you were flipping me off.
No, she's
No,
doing
that's my
that.
rank.
Okay, I see.
So the splinters are now all
It's out
gone.
of focus.
I'm going to go ahead and describe the room a little bit now.
Okay.
Like I said, semicircle,
focus.
rather large, all things considered. As you defeated them,
Oh, there it goes.
sis,
There, see? What?
as you defeated them, 3 holes in the flat side of the wall start to melt away, forming what look like very short hallways. One of them leads to what looks like a closed door, or what should be a door. One of them leads to what looks like a mural, and the third one leads to a chest and a small switch. There is also a, and when I say switch, I mean like a lever is actually probably a better term. There's also a lever nearby, right next to you. And finally, there is a very nearby lever, which is... I'll describe that whenever you examine it more closely. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
It's more complicated than just a lever.
I'm going to spellcraft on the doors and the splinters.
There's only one door.
The holes in the wall.
You're okay. You without rolling, you determined that the fact that you destroyed the simulacras made the holes in the wall appear.
Well done. Good job.
All right, we're done with this dungeon. Let's go.
No, in all honesty, go ahead
I'm
and roll
also
it.
going to spellcraft on the splinters. So that is a 9, and where did spellcraft go? 29 on the walls,
Okay.
and a 32 on the splinter.
All right, you don't really get much from the walls other than what I've already told you, and the fact that, again, it's the same Master Weaver thing going on here. By the way, this place is almost a little bit too pristine looking. It's very artificial looking. It's not metal or, robotic or whatever. It's still the same marble as the outside was, but it is absolutely perfectly crafted. Like if you were to pull out a measure and a ruler, you would see that the angles are pretty much perfect. In addition, from these splinters, you determine that these splinters are obviously not physical objects. They are actually magical constructs. They are literally manifested elemental energy of Earth.
Oh, wow.
And we're on the air island.
That's correct.
Actually, a pertinent question before we go any further. Did Rikarg and Fairnessio come behind us?
They haven't come through just yet, but then they come through.
Okay.
Whoosh,
Okay.
and they're like, "What the hell happened here?"
You're a little bit
These
late.
splinters are made of earth.
They look like wood to me.
Look at them. Look at them, Ricard. They were woven. I think. Were they woven?
They were woven. Holy crap! This is incredible. Look at
How
this.
large are they? Just curious.
This is actually pretty accurate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Splinter.
That's why it hurts so bad.
Yeah. Especially when there were multiple. Oh my goodness, this is incredible, and it's just.
Look at the walls. Look
It's
at the
not
walls.
sharp
They were
though
woven
either.
Too.
This is amazing. It's like it's not being
I'm gonna
activated
show him
anymore.
I'm gonna show him the hole in my arm where my splinter hit.
Oh, here, let me. Wait, I don't have any healing. If you're to seal, you don't have any healing either.
Yes, she does.
I've got some spackle
Whirlwind.
I could use.
She-
Spackle.
She's got whirlwind of healing.
Well, she's like, I can't use whirlwind of healing because that'd be too easy. No,
Or I could do a heal check.
No, it's not worth whirlwind of healing. It's just a flesh wound. Get over it.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't whirlwind of healing then.
Natural 20 on a heal check.
Are you using a kit or no?
No,
Okay, so that's gonna be 5 heals.
Z's not worth it.
You are healed for 5, Z.
Hey, that puts me back up at 100. I'm only 2 down.
So there's a chest, just to remind you, chest, 3 switches total, a mural, and a door.
I want to check out the mural.
Alright, the mural is of something that Snarg recognizes if he chooses to look at it.
Oh, here. I'll see what I look at first.
Okay.
I'm checking out the chest first.
Okay, so Guido, you look and you see this large. Now, as you look at it, it's unusual because it looks a lot like Banderlings from just at a glance. Mural of quite a few of them, actually. And when I say mural, we're talking a fairly large thing, at least like 20 feet wide, I'd say. And it's a lot of Banderlings who are talking with other individuals who look a lot more humanoid, and the wall has little bits of and flecks of some kind of gemstone in it where their skin is to make it look like they have glittering skin. And the Tumoroks are talking with them and trading with them.
Does he recognize Tumoroks?
I just said that, didn't I?
Yes.
Actually,
Whatever,
no,
they're
I-
Tumoroks.
We'll send my glance over there and say, hey, I saw one of those in the whatever.
Yeah, they're frickin' Tumoroks. If nothing else, Fiona Seal would recognize them because she's met them.
Yeah.
So that's what you see. The chest is open.
Oh.
And you picked that gem, which means there is a Viridian robe in there.
What's a Viridian robe?
A Viridian robe is a look up my loot list robe. Because I have quite a bit of loot for this dungeon.
That sounds like something I would like.
Viridian robe. No, not that one. The other robe would have given you the Simulacra robe, which I was kind of hoping you would get.
Why?
It gives
For who,
you a
me?
once. No, for Guido, because it gives you a once per day transmorph self to change you into another humanoid species,
Well,
and it
before I
would
do-
have blocked the desolation effect too.
No, before I do anything, I'm going to check around this thing just in case there's any secret traps or stuff that likes to be in dungeons.
Okay, there's a switch. Now, back to the robe. This is a robe of plus 5 AC and plus 2 int. And while you have it wielded, you have true seeing on.
Wow. Do you have a question? What?
Fiona says,
I
like,
like it.
I would love that robe. Here, give me that robe. Snarg, my boy. Give it to me or I will destroy your mind.
I don't
I've
really
already done that.
think I care about the AC. Do I care about AC? Will
Yes.
AC help me not get smacked?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes it harder for the enemies to hit you.
It's your
But
AC
dodge.
AC stands for ain't connecting. That's.
I've always just thought of it as dodge, because that's so much easier to think of it that way.
But it's a separate bonus because you can't say no. Anyway, okay, I'll lift out the robe and one of the mages will obviously identify it.
It
'Cause I
is
can't.
It is Viridian, as I already mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Well, see, maybe. I told you get dressed. Well, get dressed in this too.
Write down the stats, because I don't want to repeat them. because I just rolled for them. I'm already forgetting them. They're already gone. They're gone. No more stats.
So
It's
it's
just an empty
plus
road.
20 AC.
It was plus 5 AC and plus 2 int, and it gives you true seeing while it's on.
Yes, yes, yes. Hold on.
Does that go in the armor slot?
Yes.
Okay.
Which means I have to take off my robe of the acolyte.
Yes, you do. You may choose between the two. Meanwhile...
What's it called?
Viridian Robe.
Away to Viridian City.
Meanwhile, there's a switch right by the chest.
Okay.
Why is there a switch
Plus
by
5
the chest?
AC?
Yeah, hang on a second. Why is there a switch by the chest?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
The switch was by the door. It was in the third room.
There's 3 switches.
Oh.
Oh! Right! I know what that switch is. That's a good switch. There's a switch right by the chest. A lever. I really should call them lever. I have it noted as switch because that's shorthand, even though lever is shorter, right? There's a lever there. There's a lever over on the side of the wall, and there's one right smack dab in the middle of the room, which is actually a cross lever.
How do I get what my, on my int stuff? Because I just went from a 20 to a 22. Does that raise me
By 1.
to a 6?
Yes. You now have
Woo!
a plus
I have
6.
6 int!
Okay.
You almost can speak normally in standard D&D terms. I'm kidding. If you actually had 6 int, as in not 6 bonus, but 6 int, you would literally be required to speak. Hey, I like things. So what are you guys
Z is
doing?
gonna knowledge spellcraft on the robe before she puts it on.
All right, it's a Viridian robe with plus 5
Yeah,
AC.
I know. She's
And
gonna ask Card to
And, hang
roll
on.
weaving on it.
I actually am going to tell you one other thing. If you get high enough
Okay.
roll, what's your roll?
What kind of roll am I doing?
You just said spellcraft.
Oh,
Or
oh,
knowledge arcana, or whatever you want to do. Just pick one.
so 23.
All right, nothing else.
Actually, that's a 24 because
Still nothing else.
spellcraft is an int.
The buffs are stacking. Ricard looks at it and says, "That's a nice robe. It looks good on you. Compliments your skin and your red hair.
My hair's white right now.
It compliments
He's
your white
colorblind.
hair." He is a crocodile.
Hey, Snarg, check out this
You
painting.
did all my
All right. I'll go over to the Merle and start looking at it.
Tumarox.
Oh, I saw one of those in the lab when I was down there. Didn't really seem to like it when I tried talking to him. What do you think they're doing here? And the mural, I mean.
I'm gonna follow them in and spellcraft on the picture.
No?
Roll it.
Yeah. That was a 23.
Nope.
Then I'm gonna go spellcraft on the other room, whatever was in the other room.
There's a
Yeah.
door there.
Spellcraft on the door. That's a 32.
There is obviously a trigger that will open this door somewhere in this room, but when I say door, I'm actually speaking incorrectly. It is a blank wall, but it will open when you find whatever it is that will open it. In addition, it is a very recent addition. You can tell from your high spellcraft check that this was obviously made very, very recently. I'd say off the top of my head as recently as... You know what? I'm going to look up a date. You guys keep doing stuff.
Okay.
So I was going to call Fear Seal over to take a look at the mural.
Tumarox! Scions!
I was actually going to see if there was a signature or a painter's name on it.
There is not.
No? Okay. Man.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to check the calendar because that's might be on here. Damn you all. Ugh. Use this forever. Anything else you guys are doing?
I'm gonna go back and knowledge spellcraft on all of the levers.
They're amazing looking. They are so amazing. You have no idea.
There's 28, a 23, and a 35. And I started in the room that I was in and went to the whatever direction. I'm assuming the room that I was in was on the far side, on the far left, and then I went to the chest room, which I pictured being in the middle, and then to the mural room, which I pictured being on the right.
Alright. Hang on. There's the ravine, Alferin. There's the big thing. God, you guys did all sorts of really dumb stuff early on.
Early on,
Oh, right. You continue to,
we continued to do dumb stuff.
You would say, Sis, that this was built somewhere around the beginning of March, so a couple weeks ago.
Somebody's been here. I'm mental linking again, by the way.
That's also true with the switches that you just checked.
These switches and this wall that's a door, it just hasn't opened yet, were all put in here in March. They said people haven't been here in centuries. Somebody's been here.
What
It's
was your
trapped.
name? Your first for the roll for the switch that's off by the wall.
Where I am, that was a 28.
Okay, this
So I
is
rolled a
obviously a magical switch, which will be doing magical stuff.
Okay. Then the switch in the room with the chest was a 24,
Same thing.
and then a 35.
This switch you get all sorts of info about.
Yay! It's a magical switch that will open the door.
This is a magical switch, which it has a bit of a pattern to it, and as you touch it, you feel the elemental energy flowing out of it, and you feel fire going in one direction, earth, water, and wind in 4 cardinal directions, right?
Okay.
And you hear a soothing voice in your head tell you to press in order of thy priority. And you
I'm gonna
can't
immediately
remove your
back-
hand from the switch now that you've touched it.
Oh. I am going
Like, you
to
literally,
immediately attempt to back away, and my hand is just kind of stuck to it, and I'm doing this number,
Yeah.
and then I throw
Problems?
salt in the floor. My hand's stuck, and this thing is talking to me. It's a trap. It's a trap. You guys, just go on without me.
Go on where, says Rikarik. There's nowhere to go.
There's a door. There's a door. Open the door.
Where's... I don't even see a door. What are you talking about?
It's a wall. It's a door. The wall's a door.
Why don't you try using the switch, and then maybe we can go through the wall that's not actually a door?
So we don't know what the other switches do.
No, no, switch. This is killing me.
There's switches of some sort. And by switches, I mean
So
levers.
I have 5 options. Fire. I have 4 options: fire, earth,
Wind.
air, and water.
Yeah, 4 cardinal.
Are they aligned in any such direction?
Actually, yes. Earth is right. Well,
Because what I'm going to do, I'm going clockwise, so I'm going to do north, east, south, west.
let's say the northmost one is fire, then earth is east, then wind is south, and water is west.
I just
Arch.
told you. I'm going north, east,
What's that?
south, west.
While she's thinking about this, I'm going to go over to the switch by the chest.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to look at Snarg. What do you think? I throw the lever.
All right, roll reflex.
Was there anything in the chest?
Yeah, you got it.
Your robe.
Oh, I already put it on. Durr.
27.
All right, you successfully leap back out of the way as the entire spot where the chest and the lever were fall into this abyss. And when I say abyss, I mean like you don't even hear them hit ground.
Okay.
So they're still falling.
Z, that's a trap.
I'm gonna like holler over. I told you it was a trap.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
calm down, calm down. They're just... What are the voices saying to you?
They told me to pick stuff. I've already picked it.
What'd
What?
you pick again? Sorry.
North, east, south, west.
Ironically, that's correct, but not because it's northeast, southwest, nor because it's anything else. Just because it was fire first.
Ricard told her to push, to use the lever, and he didn't tell her anything else or ask her any questions. And so her head said, "Okay, button, 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 button."
Well, you do so, and your hand is released. And the
And I
wall
go
over there.
flying it backwards like against the wall because I was actively trying to push myself away from it.
Yes, there's a nice little and you now have a sweat drop. The wall slides away and you see Well, you don't see anything because you're not over there. But the wall slides away, and there's a pathway that way now.
And I'm gonna kind of go, oh, this one didn't explode. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like peek my head through the pathway.
You roll awareness.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, hang on. Let's stick together now. No more.
Rolled a
No cowboying.
33.
Okay. What you can see in there is what looks like the inside of a forest, is how I'm going to describe it. Very thick forest.
What kind of trees?
Wooden trees.
I found where the splinter guys are coming from.
Oh, really?
Burn it. I'm kidding.
Meanwhile, Fiona Seal has reconnoitered with your group, and she says, I was talking with Ricard, and apparently this style of sculpture is something that's semi-modern, or semi-common, excuse me, amongst the Deracost.
So you're saying Derikos did this?
No. It's artifacts, things they have left over
Oh.
from the Scion's empire, from their time. So I think that actually was from the good old days. And she says it with obvious sarcasm. She's like, yeah, the good old days. But I have no idea what they would be doing with the tomb rocks, but I have a feeling, based on everything else we've learned about them, that it has something to do with why the tomb rocks are this horrible, feared force of doom.
Forest?
Uh-huh.
Force.
Force.
Okay. It's not the Doomy Forest.
The Forest of Doom is over there, from what I understand.
I'm gonna kind of like sneak into the room.
Roll stealth.
It's a 12 with... Do I have a stealth button? Stealth. That's a 13.
Awesome.
Based on my dex modifier.
Fantastic. Roll initiative.
Z, don't go ahead. Oh.
I rolled a 4.
So, as you're going in there,
5.
a wooden simulacra of a mite shows up and literally lunges out and attacks you.
And...
What's your AC now with your +5? It's probably going to hit.
17. Or
That's-
16.
That hits. So you get hit. Whoop, wrong dice.
I just typed 169. Do I get hit now?
Yes, you get hit for infinity. Damn it, I rolled a 4 on a d4. Anyways, you get hit for 4 and you now have a splinter, and it's now your turn before anyone else has an action. You take splinter damage,
46.
which is 1.
45. Splinter. Swift action to remove splinter. Remove splinter.
Damn it, frickin'
I
splinter!
hate splinters! I'm gonna toss it back through the doorway that I just came through.
Okay.
And then I am going to bolt 7, because that worked last time.
Now, this is kind of weird, because I anticipated this, but before you do all your dice rolls, see if it hits. Yeah, it hits. Damn, I was really hoping you would dodge that.
I rolled a 6.
It was my roll.
So that's -7. That puts me at 93.
And he explodes into clumps of shrapnel. And
Wait, that's not right.
and you're still in initiative.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Shit, there's more.
The combat music hasn't
I
stopped.
really uneasy. They're still here.
So, to describe briefly, you're in what looks like a very circular clearing in a forest. Very thick, lots of foliage on the walls. The foliage, though, walls, on the tree trunks, the foliage looks looser than it should, is how I'm going to describe that. Now, would anyone else like to join initiative, or shall she just do this by herself?
I'm gonna like, I'm like walking around here. I'm walking around holding my new pearl of magic. Pearl of magic.
That's one way to put that, I suppose.
No, I hear the look over and like, and I charge that way.
Okay. It will take half your round to enter. Snarg, we'll just put you next to initiative. It'll take half your round to
And
enter
the thing is already
clearing.
dead.
So you now have half of a round
Oh.
left.
Okay, and I don't see any other enemies at the moment.
Roll it.
Okay. 33.
Okay, there is, one other wooden simulacra, also a mite. basically kind of perched up in the upper boughs of the trees, ready to leap down.
Okay. Can I actually reach it where I am?
With a bow, yes.
The bow? Okay.
Or with dia or anything else ranged.
Yeah.
I want to throw my greatsword at it.
Okay, roll strength.
No, that's okay.
You can do that. It's an action.
I
It's just
can.
like a -6, I think, to hit.
It's a bunch of penalties, but no, I'll bow and shoot it if I can this round. I know I already did half of the move. Because technically I've got to draw it at the same time as I move, but if I didn't see it until then, no, your decision.
I'll let you.
Okay. So, I'll see it up there and I just try to shoot it out before it can leap at us.
Okay.
Alright. And... crit.
Okay. How much damage do you do with a crit?
Well, the longbow, it's not as much as actually hitting it, but... 16, and then with a crit, 32.
Alright, so you slice the bow up there, and... Damn it! It hits it,
Okay.
and it splinters into tons of splinters, which don't hit anybody, because it's way up there.
Okay.
And this would make it Guido's turn, effectively, for all intents and purposes.
So 21 for Nish.
Okay. So are you entering the room, or are you staying out in the previous room?
No, I'd be charging in like Snarg did.
Okay. Again, you have half an action. And you may roll
and-
awareness to see anything
Unnatural 20.
on the awareness check.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 is not enough, I'm afraid. So it looks like
Okay.
everything's fine.
I'll just take up a defensive stance.
Okay, defensive stance. A wooden mite leaps from the shadows and rolls a 1.
Wow.
So I'm not sure. Ooh, very nice. I steal
Homemade
it.
pizza.
I want...
So he leaps from the shadows and he rolls a 1. How the hell does that work? I
got it.
I'll just be funny and use these guys later in addition because I really like their mechanic. But anyways, he leaps down and splinters and just kind of hits the ground so hard he explodes.
Good job, Guido. I don't know what you did. But...
There are no more things in here. You're not actually out of combat yet, though.
Alright. Do you want me to go round robin, or do you want to do initiative for this, or...?
We'll go and do initiative. Well, we'll go and do the order we have currently going, which would now make it
so Z.
Z's turn.
Okay.
Do I see anything that I can attack?
You can roll awareness.
That is a 17 plus 19, which is a 36.
You see several very fascinating forms of leaves on that tree, but there are no other creatures in the area.
But I'm still on initiative. Do I have any more
Snarg?
splinters? Did I miss that?
No.
I actually am not. That's not going to stop me from doing something.
Okay.
I'm actually going to go over to the nearest tree and knowledge spellcraft on it.
Okay, roll it.
That is a 31.
31. This tree is not actually a tree. It is pure elemental earth energy being manifested. It is also not the thing that should be catching your eye. Because you realize with such a high spellcraft check that the foliage is the interesting stuff. And it obviously
Well,
is
I mean, I
supposed to
knowledged
react.
on the tree.
But as you were doing it, you were like, this foliage is amazing.
Wait, are you talking foliage as in the leaves on the tree, or are
Like-
you talking foliage as in?
No, I mean like vines that are and more vines and lots of vines, leafy vines.
Okay, what's up with the vines? Do I need to re-roll?
I'll go ahead and just give it to you. Except
Okay.
all you can tell about them is that they're supposed to be reacted to in some way in order to cause some kind of metamorphosis to this clearing. And that's the end of your turn.
Going to pull. Okay.
Nerd.
Alright. Well, I am looking around for more threats right now while sheathing the bow and picking my greatsword back up, since I'm stuck in the ground.
Funasil and Rikarg are back in the previous room, just kind of hanging out. Like, is it safe to come out yet?
I don't know.
You don't
Back us up if
know.
we need to.
Okay.
I feel kind of anxious.
We'll wait
There's
here
people
then.
watching. They're watching us.
I'm watching you right now, Z. It's not anything enemy-like.
No,
Guido,
no.
it is your turn.
17 on awareness.
Nothing there.
I'm pretty much oblivious.
Yep. You don't even see Z or Snar. They just vanish into the woods.
Okay, my
And,
turn. again.
and nothing catches my eye as, like, shiny.
You see this really shiny particle of air
Boot.
right in front of you.
On your shoe, foot.
No, you look at your gauntlet and you're like, man, my hand is huge. It can touch anything but itself. Oh,
It
wait.
starts
Quite
disappearing.
what I
You
had in
realize you're
mind,
playing
but okay.
guitar.
Okay, my turn.
Well, technically it's Rikarg and Funasil's turn. Are you actually telling them to stay out?
I don't want them to.
Come in
Group
while
up.
it doesn't feel safe yet.
Yes.
Okay. They will stay out. That makes it Z's turn.
I'm going to roll awareness. I don't see anything. That's
You
a
see
26.
this handed gauntlet, which is like shiny and yeah, anyways.
And then the next thing that I'm going to do is actually pull out my water skin and pour some water on the tree vine thing.
Water.
Water.
Okay. Okay, I can roll with that. The vines grow monstrously. They don't get bigger, they just grow more and more and more of them. And now the foliage is so thick it's actually covering the trees to the point where you can't see them for the vines covering them. All the way around you.
Still my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to rip one of the vines up.
With what?
My hands. I'm assuming it's a strength check. Or are they that strong that I can't do
No,
it?
go ahead and roll strength. Roll strength.
Never mind. I was doing just exactly what you just showed me to. I rolled a 2, which makes it a 4.
Snarg! Snark! Snark, it's your turn.
Okay. I just saw her do that, and the vines just like go. I don't know if these are elemental things yet, so can I identify what type of vines these are?
Yes, they are ivy vines.
Okay. Right. So like, Z, that's some strange ivy. Why don't you stop doing that real quick? Hang on. What are you trying to do?
Cut these off! Cut these off! Let me borrow yours. And I'm gonna like dash over to Snarg if I can do this.
Well, you can't.
And like,
Next
okay,
time.
on my next turn, I'm gonna like dash over to Snarg and grab his greatsword and drag it
Hey.
over to the vines I was working with.
Well, number one, it does bludgeoning damage because it's granite. So,
Okay, I'm gonna dash over to Guido,
Who won't
Uh,
notice?
who won't
No,
notice
no.
anything, and I'm gonna steal his single-handed sword out of the scabbard.
Well, it's a two-handed sword for you.
Okay.
no, actually,
Are both of his swords two-handed swords? I thought he had a single-handed. Oh well, no, he can just use it as.
Yeah,
a
he's a
single-handed.
loser.
Yeah.
Whatever.
since it seems like she's
So I'm
having
gonna
a problem
drag
with
over,
it.
and I'm gonna be like,
Hang on.
Hang on. It's still Snark's turn, Z.
drag.
Since it seems like she's having a problem with it, instead of going all wild on people's weapons, I'll pull out the dagger, which is it's just regular dagger. I'm like, all right, hang on, are you stuck or something? Here, and just start cutting around where she was
All
trying
right.
to.
You
do
cut
something.
you cut away some of the foliage, and as you do so, the trees behind that are being exposed by you
Mhm.
doing so fade away into marble wall,
Oh,
the vines faded away into marble wall.
and so did the trees that were behind the foliage, the vines.